Hi, and welcome to Charlotte Talks Transformers, where we'll be taking a look at Transformers Animated, Episode 11, Lost and Found. Megatron was lost, but he hath been found by Lugnut and Blitzwing. It's so good. It's so good. After the mild disappointment that was last episode, this episode was, starting to kick it up a bit. So at the beginning of the episode, we see Lugnut and Blitzwing have arrived on Earth and where have they been this whole time? You know what I mean? Like, last we saw of them, the Decepticon ship was kind of getting blown to hell. And Megatron came to Earth, got blown to hell on Earth. Starscream's been on Earth, and he kind of got, whooped a little bit. And where have you guys been this whole time? 11 episodes. It took 11 episodes for you guys to get to us. Thank you for getting to us, though. Oh my goodness. It kind of starts off the episode where I guess some astronauts or maybe some drones controlled by astronauts are on the moon, and they're kind of like, wait, what's this? And it's a Decepticon ship. It was Megatron's ship. And then you see Lugnut and Blitzwing coming in and being like, what the heck? Oh my goodness, it's Megatron's ship. Lugnut and Blitzwing kind of realize Megatron could potentially maybe be on Earth, and we're not quite sure. As is typical of Decepticons, there's a bit of infighting, Lugnut and Blitzwing don't quite necessarily agree on the correct tactic that they need to go about in finding Megatron. So they sort of, in typical Decepticon fashion, go to Earth and just immediately start destroying things. Like Lugnut's holding up a freaking tanker above his head, and he's like, "We're the Autobots," kind of, and like, they didn't come to Earth with a plan. That's the thing. They knew the Autobots had some hand in destroying Megatron, but they just kind of, I don't know. They didn't even seem to be like, all right, well, we need to do this, 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 and this. Like, why don't we get our bearings? Like, try and figure out how to use the locals to find Megatron. Something. Nope. They just start blowing shit up. Typical Decepticons, really. Do we expect anything else from them? I don't think we do. So when we first see the Autobots, they are actually playing hockey, and Bumblebee's using a repurposed stop sign as a hockey stick. Is kind of interesting, but another one of those weird surreal scenes where you're like, Autobots playing hockey. Kind of typical of this show to show the Autobots in average everyday life situations, but it still weirds me out. It's still odd. So the Autobots kind of get interrupted in their hockey match by the Decepticons kind of tearing crap up out in Detroit City. And so from there, it's just kind of one extended fight scene. But in amongst all the fighting, Megatron realizes the Decepticons are on Earth, and he's like, finally. It was just it was so funny. It was just Megatron, I've been sitting here without a body this whole time. I'm so lonely. And you know what? Actually, Megatron, right off the bat, he's like, oh, frick. Starscream betrayed me. I don't know if I can trust any of these guys. But it's surely these are your loyal subjects or lieutenants or what have you. You should have some idea. Not everyone is Starscream, let me put it that way. Starscream is Starscream, and everyone else seems relatively loyalish to the Decepticon cause and to Megatron. So Megatron's immediate suspicion is a little who are you hiring? Who won't you turn away, Megatron, if Starscream is your second in command, and then your other Decepticons come to Earth and you're like, yes, oh no. Megatron, you gotta have a better interviewing process than this, it's not good. It's not good. So almost immediately, Megatron realizes that Lugnut, who is crying to the skies oh, my beloved Megatron. I guess Megatron is sort of his personal Jesus in a way, because Megatron immediately is listening to Lugnut's crap, and he's like, okay, I think I can trust him. He seems pretty loyal to me. Not sure about that Blitzwing guy. That Blitzwing guy seems a bit unstable. He is Blitzwing is a multi-personalitied Austrian accented triple changer. I don't know either. I don't know either. He's brilliant, whatever he is. He speaks kind of like Arnold, which is why I say Austrian, because I think Arnold is from Austria. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he is. But anyways, So Megatron begins projecting himself inside Lugnut's head, and Lugnut's sitting there looking like a total maniac, like speaking to himself like, oh, I hear the voice of my great lord Megatron. And Blitzwing's all like, I think this guy's cracked. So despite all that, Blitzwing does kind of go along with Lugnut and everything. In amongst this, the Autobots are fighting them, and then they kind of realize, maybe it's not safe to be here on Earth. Decepticons are coming to Earth, and like maybe it's just better that we leave. So they decide to go into Lake Erie, use the Allspark key, and repair their ship, which is like, couldn't have done that before. Like, I don't know what the timeline is for them being on Earth, but I feel like that should have been plan A. Like, I feel like it shouldn't have taken them until the Decepticons were blowing stuff up on Earth for them to be like, we should repair the ship and get out of here. I suspect they just don't like their jobs. You know what I mean? Like, they don't seem to really give a crap about Cybertron. They don't really seem to give a crap about the Autobot cause. They seem like they're just content to stay on Earth. And if the ending of the episode is any indication, I don't think they want to go back. Like, I think they're just like, we got a good thing going on here. Broke down warehouse. Good. Like, Sorry. Good. This was a very Sorry and Ratchet-centric episode. Ratchet and Sorry go to the ship together to repair it while the Autobots go and fight the Decepticons. And Sorry, like, she's a kid. I get it. And when the Autobots were like, we have to leave, it's not safe, she like threw kind of a bit of a temper tantrum, and Optimus had to be like, no, I order you to go do this thing for me. So he kind of had to pull rank on Sorry a little bit. And she's a kid, she's a little bratty, she's a little whiny, I get that. She tried to sabotage their ship, and it was only after the Allspark intervened and showed her like a awful hologram of Megatron or some sort of hallucination of Megatron that she was like, maybe I shouldn't sabotage their ship. Like, sorry. Even as a 9-year-old, actually, you know what? No, if I was a 9-year-old and my like ginormous robot friends were gonna leave, I might sabotage their ship too. So I can't be too harsh on Sorry. She is behaving in little kid fashion, so I gotta give her a break. But she did. She tried to sabotage the ship, and for shame, Sorry. For shame. So, you know that the ship can't totally be sabotaged. Eventually, Sorry comes around. Her and Ratchet gain a bit of an understanding, a bit of a deeper friendship after all this. Turns out that their ship is actually a former military vessel. And they had actually, the Autobots had disabled the weaponry once it became a maintenance ship. But the weapons are still on the ship. I guess they just kind of like turned off a switch or something. Because Ratchet and Sorry ended up getting the weapons initiated and blowing the Decepticons to Kingdom Come. But sort of rewinding a little bit, all during this, there's a big battle taking place. And about 80% of this episode takes place under Lake Erie. And Autobots and Decepticons got some weird underwater physics going on because they can speak perfectly. They seem to have no problems moving. They, in fact, seem to have no problems like standing, swimming, fighting, like nothing. They might as well not even be underwater. So I'm just like, I know this is probably like an animation limitation, but it's like they couldn't have spoken over comms or something. Like, it just seemed a bit weird. Like, you're seeing them talking, like actually like opening their mouths and talking, and they're talking through the water. And I'm just like, all right, I don't know if water works that way, but I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but it kind of bugged me a little bit. I'm like, that's not proper water animation. So Decepticons get blown to Kingdom Come. Megatron sort of loses connection with them, and he's all like, no. Like, poor Megatron, he's so desperate at this point. He's like, Lugnut, where are you? And this episode ended on the best note ever. Like, I was personally not expecting it, actually, so it was even better. Lugnut and Blitzwing are sitting there floating in Lake Erie with like half their parts blown off, and they're like, will nobody help us, kind of? And out of nowhere, Starscream just comes swooping in and he's all like, oh, I'll give you a hand once you pledge allegiance to Starscream. And it's just like, Starscream, what the fuck are you doing? I love it. I love it. They nailed Starscream. Like, this character, since the moment he's been on screen, he is a delight. I love him. He's just so manipulative. Like, actually, you know what? He's not even manipulative. I can't even say that word. At no point does he do anything what I would call manipulation. Instead, he's just grandiosing everywhere. Starscream's back in the picture, Lugnut's in the picture, Blitzwing's in the picture, Megatron is... I feel like we're getting close to the end of season 1, because I think the seasons are only about like 13 odd episodes long. I would actually have to double check, but I feel like we're getting close to a bit of a climax here. Things are starting to pick up a little bit. A lot of characters that we haven't seen in a while are now back in the picture. So, yes, I'm so excited. I probably shouldn't be this excited for a kid's show, but whatever. That's it. We got Starscream back. Like, the show immediately starts picking up when Starscream's in the picture. I can't wait for the next episode. Stay tuned. Please subscribe, and thank you, everyone. Thank you for all the people that have been leaving comments and subscribing, because y'all are awesome. So thank you very much. And that's it. Bye.